Hello, are we there? Sorry about that, everybody. We had, as always is the way with these sorts of things, some very slight technical issues just as we're about to go on. But there we are. We are all here now. Now, of course, the other change that we did from last week when we ran through the technical things is we've changed devices. So I'm now using the iPad instead of my MacBook because the quality is a lot clearer on the iPad. Now the camera is where, Mark? Is the camera here on the iPad?
Oh yeah, I think so, yeah.
So I have to look there instead of up in the middle there. Anyway, good evening. Let's have a look at the comments and see who has joined us. Janet, hello, how are you? Thomas, good evening. Thomas, how are you, my dear? So, good evening, everybody. Are we broadcasting live on YouTube and on Facebook? Good evening to everybody that is watching and has tuned in to see us on this Sunday evening. I hope you're all well. Now, this iPad little dock thing has a tendency to have a little wobble. It's not very stable at all. So just have to bear with all that. So anyway, good evening and welcome to the Elton John evening with myself, Regina Dwight, and my fabulous guest, Chris McGowan. Now, Chris McGowan is waiting backstage to come on. Now, what I tried to do was get my PA system so I could do a few numbers. But because of COVID, as you all know, my PA system is kept at my parents' house. I don't want to go over there and do all that interacting thing. So we have no PA system here whatsoever. Well, what I thought I would do, it's all about Chris tonight anyway. I'm just the glamorous host for this evening. But Chris is going to sing us our Elton songs for this evening. But get involved. Now on YouTube, you're just going to have to watch and hopefully enjoy the show. But if you're on Facebook, then comment, because I can't see who's watching on Facebook on the this platform. So if you're watching, if you want to get involved and make a comment there. I can see all of your comments. And if you've got any requests, if you've got any questions for myself or Chris, then comment there and we'll try and keep up with it. Mark is going to be keeping up with all the comments and he's sitting here prepared with a notepad and pen, ready to write things down. No, he's not. He's sitting here with a beer. So anyway, yes, anything you want to get involved with, just write a comment. Hello to all you gorgeous people. Tom's out there. Danny Von Donken is there. I'm very good, thank you. How are you? Is Lola the Queen there? Mel says YouTube isn't working for her. I've got a tick in my corner which says, Paul Ryder, hello darling, how are you? Joseph Naylor, how are you? So let's kick off this, shall we, this evening with a little song while you're all jumping on board. I'm just going to have to check my phone here. If somebody else can tell me whether or not we are broadcasting live on YouTube, that would be fabulous. Carolyn, are you online? Yes, dear, I'm online, or I should be online. Cheers, everybody. First gin and tonic of the night. Hello, Laura. Hello, Lola, dear. How are you? Hello, Eileen. Thank you very much. Yes, Blue, all working fine, says Des on Facebook and on YouTube. So that is great. Okay, well, with that being said, let's crack on with a little song for you all. Like I say, I'm just going to do one song because I haven't got my PA system. And poor old Chris, who's waiting backstage to come on. Matthew, thank you. Yep, fine, jolly good. Here we go. This is a little song that I love to sing, and it was put in for my new shows, which we didn't get to do because of COVID. So let's do a little bit of this. I was just 5 when I was 5. Raising canes, I spit in your eyes. Times are changing now, the boy gets back, but the fever's gonna get you when the bitch is back. Oh, I'm a bitch, yeah, the bitch is back. Stone cold sober, as a matter of fact. I can bitch, I am better than you. It's the way that I move, the things that I do. Oh, come on, everybody. Whoa. I entertain by picking brains, sell my soul by dropping names. I don't like those, my God, what's that? Oh, it's full of nasty habits when the bitch is back. Oh, I'm a bitch, yeah, the bitch is back. Stone cold sober, as a matter of fact. I can bitch, I am better than you. It's the way that I move, the things that I do. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm a bitch, yeah, the bitch is back. Stone cold sober, as a matter of fact. I can bitch, I am better than you. It's the way that I move, the things that I do. Oh. Come on, everybody. Bitch, the bitch is back. I said, bitch, the bitch is back. Oh, alrighty, bitch, the bitch is back. Bitch, bitch is back. Bitch, the bitch is back. I said, bitch, the bitch is back. Bitch, the bitch is back. Bitch, the bitch is back. I said, bitch, the bitch is back. Yay! And the crowd, of course, goes wild. So there you go. Did that come across loud and clear? Hopefully it did. Singing without a microphone and just my bows as the backing. So there you go. Who have we got joined us now? I think it's about time we brought in our star of this evening's show. And let's introduce to everybody who's never seen Chris before. Now, I met Chris probably in 2007, I think. We met on YouTube, of all places, when YouTube was new and everything. And we've been friends ever since. And he's done lots and lots of gigs for us. He did my 30th, of course. And he does, thank you, Thomas, he does a tribute act to the fabulous Elton John, of course, who I'm a huge fan of. And he's my idol. So, for those of you that didn't get that, let's welcome everybody to tonight's show, the fabulous Chris McGowan.
Hi, hello. How are you, love? All right?
I'm good, thank you, darling. How are you?
I'm fine. I just can't think. But did I play your 30th? I thought it was your 40th.
Oh, so what a shame we've got to keep it clean, but what a bitch. I just sang that song for you there, dear.
No, I thought
Yes,
it was
it was my 30th. But can you believe it? All that time ago, honestly. Where does time go?
in Buckingham, of all places.
In Buckingham, exactly. In the town hall, whatever it was. How are you anyway, my darling?
I'm fine, love. How are you, more importantly?
All good, my dear, all good. I've been keeping myself busy doing this sort of thing. How have you been finding lockdown?
Well, a mix of boring. I mean, the thing that I'm lucky because, in a sense, I live with someone, so at least there's somebody else to sort of hang out with and do things with. But other than that, it's pretty boring. I mean, the thing I miss most is actually is gigging. I'm still able to do work and things, but I miss gigging and going around and playing and stuff. So it's but look, these are extraordinary times, as that everyone keeps saying. I'm just looking forward to precedented times rather than these unprecedented or unprecedented times. I'm just looking forward to precedent ones, just so I can get out and play. And obviously, I miss hanging out with my mum and dad, and my brother and his wife. They had a baby who turned 1, and he's I miss hanging out with him and doing all those type of sort of uncly type things. So but it's sort of knuckle down, get on with it, and and this is fun. It's nice to be here and playing. I haven't done anything like this before, so yeah, it's all good fun.
Well, this is our first for both of us, dear, on this platform. This is our very first time, so we're both virgins, my darling, and I don't think we've been called that for a very long time.
Speak for yourself.
So on that note, you're going to sing us some lovely songs tonight. What have you got to start us off with?
Well, I was going to do the Bitches Back, but I don't really think I can open with that now, can I? I'll let's start with Benny the Jet, shall we?
Let's go for that then. Here we go then.
Give me 2 seconds.
Hey, Claudia.
Here we go. Shake loose together, spotlights in summer, been known to change the weather. Well, California cars tonight, so stick around. You're gonna hear electric music, solid walls of sound. Can't be around me here and singing, yeah. I put this folks best, stop, with Benny and the Jets. The beauty and the wonderful, and she's really cute. She's got electric bells, I know herself. I read it in a magazine. Oh, the Benny and the Jets. Why don't you plug into the faithless? Maybe they're blinded, but then it makes them mateless. We shall survive, let us take ourselves along. Where we found our parents out in the street to find us riding the road. Can't be out around me, ever seen them yet. But the stuff best, stop, with Benny and the Jets. And wonderful, and she's really cute. She's got electric bells, I know herself. I read it in a magazine. Oh, Benny and the Jets. The Benny and the Jets. Oh, they're weird and wonderful. I bet she's really cute. She's got electric bells, I know herself. I read it in a magazine. Oh, Benny and the Jets. Benny, 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 Benny and the jail. Benny, 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 Benny and the jail. Benny, 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 Benny and the jail. Benny on the jail.
Yay! Absolutely fantastic.
Oh, hang
Oh
on.
God. Chris, how I've missed listening to you play that bloody piano, boy. Absolutely fantastic. Some people are saying hello to you, Chris. Colin Fellows is saying hello.
Oh, your dad.
Carolyn Lister is saying hello.
That's your
Tim-
dad, yes? How's your
Yeah.
dad doing?
He's all right, yeah. He's doing absolutely fine, thank you. Tim says hello.
Hi, Tim.
Tim and Carolyn, Rolf Harris. Des is watching. Des is another piano player, a friend of mine from Stroud.
Very good. How's he doing? Is he all right?
They're all good. Julia is watching. Everybody in Moggahanger says hello. So there we go. Plenty of people watching. Hello, Laura. You said hello earlier on, so I'm trying to keep up with all the comments there. So, Chris, tell us.
Yes.
Because viewers would love to know. When did you first start playing the piano?
Well, I was a massive fan of the Spice Girls, and when there used to be these programs called An Audience With. So I remember just after Diana died, I was allowed to watch. As my parents allowed me to, well, my mum did, allowed me to stay up to watch An Audience With Elton John, and it was only because the Spice Girls were on it. So I watched the whole of the Elton John, An Audience with Elton John, and it came across that I sort of watched this rather short man playing away, bashing the piano, and I thought, God, I really want to do that. So I asked, and at this point I was playing the guitar probably quite loudly. All I could play was hymns, but I asked my mum and dad for a piano, and my dad said no, and my mum just said no, ignore that, and they got me a piano. So that's sort of how it started, and then I had lessons for a bit, and then I actually had a really decent piano teacher, but the problem is that actually I was incredibly lazy when it came to being disciplined about practicing piano and scales and things. It wasn't until I got to secondary school, and then I had a piano teacher, or I had a music teacher who was actually quite mean, but I responded to it. So he used to tell me I was a waste of skin and a waste of breath, and I just sort of got off on that really, and I ended up working really hard, and then I did a fundraising. I was asked to play a gig for a friend of mine. She said, "Oh, will you play the piano for me?" And she was there. She was raising money to go and work with the poor or something. And I ended up saying, she ended up saying to me, "Will you play during the interval?" Which I thought was a bit patronizing, but I did. And so the interval came, and everyone had been hearing all these arias and, God only knows that sort of, just the classical music, and I think they're a bit bored. So I just sort of, during the interval, I just went up and started just going, and I remember just going, and everyone stopped looking, and then I did Jerry Lewis, Great Balls of Fire, and people stopped looking. And it was in this tiny village hall, and she was the girl I was playing for was a big stagecoach. Not the
we
bus
know all about
company.
tiny village halls.
Yes, she wasn't a stage, not stagecoach the bus, but she was she did sort of she was into like theatre school and things, and her manager was there, and he came along and said, "I don't know whether you know, but Elton John's just signed this contract to do the Red Piano Show in Las Vegas. I think you should do this and start, and do as many gigs as you can." So it just sort of went from there, really, and then it sort of escalated, and then, and then I'm really lucky in that I get to pick and choose what I like to do, and I get to just go around. Well, I used to get to go around and play, and I can say yes to things and no to things, so that's all very good. And I still really love it. I mean, in lockdown it's been really difficult because that I don't really play the piano a great deal unless it's sort of live stuff, but actually I've been really, really focused on playing the piano sort of every day. If I can, I sit down and try and play for him, which I normally find quite boring. So I said to my housemate that I think he should get people to stand outside the window and clap for me after I finished playing something, but as it turns out, he has not arranged that for me, so I'll be having words.
Well, there you go. So I only asked you when you started playing the piano. I didn't ask for your life story, love. But that's...
Well, if I get it down on record now, at least they can play this. If they end up doing a version of The Crown for me, then they can use this footage.
Exactly. Well, perhaps you should have taken your piano out onto the streets when they were clapping for the NHS.
Well, I did for VE Day, and unfortunately it became less about VE Day and more about the strange guy at the end of the road playing Elton John songs.
I'm sure they loved it. I'm sure they loved it. Right. Listen, I know you said you were going to open with the Bitches Back, but do you want to show us how it's done properly?
Yeah, why not?
Go for it.
I was justified when I was 5, raising Cain, I spit in your eye. Times are changing, now the boy gets back. Oh, the fever's gonna get you when the bitch gets back. I eat meat on the Friday, that's alright. Even like steak on a Saturday night. I can get your best, how yourselves should do. I get high in the evening, different parts I play. Oh, I'm a bitch, you know the bitch is back. Stone cold sober as a matter of fact. I can bitch, I'm better than you. It is the way that I live, the things that I do. Oh. Entertain the bigger brains, sell my soul for dropping names. I don't like those, I gotta watch that. Your fool, dodgy habits when the bitch gets back. I'm a bitch, you know the bitch is back. Stone cold sober as a matter of fact. I can bitch, I am better than you. It is the way that I move, the things that I do. Oh. I'm a bitch, another bitch is back. I'm sober as a matter of fact. I can bitch, I'm better than you. It is the way that I live, the things that I do. Oh. Bitch, the bitch is back. 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 Bitch, oh yeah, the bitch is back. Doggone body, your bitch, the bitch is back.
Yay! I don't know if you can see, Chris, but you'll probably have to watch it back to keep up to date with all the comments. I'm pressing the comments as they come through. But Derek Duprez, or Prees, says, hello, it's Derek and Jess from Margate. Just letting you know you're doing great, Chris.
Derek is one of the most sexy men I think out there. He's nearly 7 foot tall, very thin, and he lives in a sort of unknown village, unknown town called Margate, and he doesn't really talk about it a lot, but it's very picturesque.
Really? Well,
yeah,
actually, we've got friends that live in Margate. They have got a hot tub right by the seafront. They're always posting pictures. So I'm totally new to this platform. So my friend Tom is telling me what to do. He's just told me if I press people's comments, it comes up on the screen like that. So there you go, Tom. That's what we're doing. Well done, dear.
Hey, you're Tom. How's you?
Chris, when was the last gig you did, or what was the last gig you did?
As Elton, or
as Elton, yeah. It's Elton John night, dear.
Well, because I also I play funerals. I mean, I'll do anything for money, pretty much. But the last Elton gig I did, probably my friend Abby got married last year, so I did. So I did something for her, and yes, I did a first dance and that. Yeah, that was all great fun.
Great. Sorry to interrupt. Matthew Thomas Elwood says, Chris, you're amazing. Love Elton. Now, the funny thing is, right, people on here are going to see you for the first time. Now, of course, I'm used to seeing you, every time we have an opportunity to do. We've done Elton John nights at the Village Hall in Moggahanger. You've done my events. We've done loads of stuff together. And so I'm used to seeing you. But, of course, lots of people will be seeing you for the very first time tonight, so it's great in terms of for you. So lots of people are commenting. Bravo, chaps and chapesses, says Steve Legg in Stroud.
Classic Steve.
So there you go. Everybody is absolutely loving it.
Good.
So what have you got up for us next, Chris? We've already been on for half an hour. Can you believe that?
I know, and you wanted 10 songs. Can you imagine? So the next song is. Well, should we do...
Helen Mallock says, brilliant, Chris, from next door.
Brilliant. Yes, that's our wonderful next door neighbors who are the most supportive people ever.
God,
because
they must be tolerant.
Yeah, they are. Well, I think she has access to quite a lot of medication. But they're very nice. They have a very handsome dog called Paddy. That's very good. That's very kind. Thank you, Helen. I will say thank you, because obviously for this, because I don't do this thing often, I've had to practice and get wires out, and obviously the neighbors can only hear me singing. They can't hear the piano or anything. So she probably just thinks, God, he's not singing Benny and the Bloody Jets again.
Oh, really? So the piano, is that not coming out
No,
Don't
everything is coming through a hole, an insert down here.
Oh, fab.
Yeah. So just makes it sort of neighbor friendly, because our next door neighbors have recently had a bebe, and and also the neighbors have just bored to listen to me bashing out Elton on the piano, I think.
Yeah, I'm glad you're saying piano when you're leading with that first sort of bashing.
Yes, yeah.
Just keep it that you're bashing the piano. Yeah. All right then, darling. So what are you going to do for us next?
So I'll do Tiny Dancer because it's my housemate's favorite song, and I'm very appreciative of him looking after me during lockdown and making me food and stuff, and giving me access to his wallet in his bank account, which I use frequently. So I'll do Tiny Dancer.
Okay,
yeah.
hold on before you do that, Chris. Or can you hear me now?
I still can, yeah.
Hold on 2 seconds, because this song was requested by somebody earlier on. So if we can dedicate this one to Sheila, Mel's mum, who's watching on YouTube. She has been very, very, very poorly. So this one is for you, my darling.
Blue jean baby, LA lady, seems just for the band. Pretty eye, pirate smile, you marry a music man. Ballerina, you must have seen her. She was dancing in the sand, and now she's in me, always with me. Tiny dancer in my head. Jesus freeze, we're out in the street, handing tickets out for God, turning back, would you just laugh? Boulevard is not that bad. Piano man, oh, he makes his stand in the auditorium, looking on. Oh, she sings a song, and the words she knows, the tune she hums. And oh, how it really feels, lying here, no one there, only you. And you can't hear me when I say softly, slowly, hold me closer, tiny dancer, and count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down and shoot the lady. You've had a busy day today. Hold me closer, tiny dancer, and count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down and shoot the lady. You've had a busy day today. preaching, baby. LA lady sings just for the band. Pretty eyes, a pirate smile. You marry a music man. Ballerina, oh, you must have seen her. She was dancing in the sand. Now she's in me, always with me. Tiny dancer in my hand. Oh, how it really feels lying here and no one there, only you. And you can't hear me when I say softly, slowly. Hold me closer, tiny dancer, and count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today. Hold me closer, tiny dancer, and count the headlights on the highway. Lay me down in sheets of linen. You had a busy day today.
Absolutely fantastic, Chris. Well done, my darling. Now there's loads of comments coming in. My favourite one is from Jessica so far, and she says, "I feel like I'm in a classy GAY."
Okay, I don't know when that ever existed.
Yeah, well, that's quite a good comment, though. What's Matthew saying? Sounding absolutely amazing, buddy. So talented. Such talent right there. So there you go. And Michael Headley says, your housemate sounds great. Is he single?
Michael would have to wear platforms for at least another about 6 inches, which is a number familiar to Michael.
Oh, well, there you go. So we've got lots of comments and questions coming in, dear. So one of the questions is, what is your favourite song to sing, if you've got one?
Okay, hang on. My ears, yeah, here tonight, falling out. So my favourite song. So, if I have a song which I just really love to sing, it's probably "Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me," which I've always loved. And I think it was probably about the third song that I learned to play. But my favorite song, it's a real rarity. There's a piano piece that goes into a song called "Tonight," which is from an album called Blue Moves, and that's probably that's my favorite thing to just play and sing. And it's probably one of the songs I really have to concentrate on. But I love playing it and I love singing it, and I just think it's musical perfection.
Yeah, I love that song as well. That Carla Etude going into tonight. It's fantastic. Obviously, you're not going to do that tonight because that's about 20 minutes long.
Yeah.
You
paying for? Do you have to pay for this?
Well, you have to pay to be using it, but not for your live streams. I've paid for unlimited streams, so I'll send you the invoice after, dear. So So that's fab. So what have you got in store for us next?
Well, I was just gonna go for me and the piano, and I was gonna do Rocket. Well, I was gonna do your song, but actually, I've just did. Has anyone requested your song? As in, is that what they've looked through your list? Because if they haven't, during lockdown, lots of people have grown vegetables and done very productive things. But two of our friends, Nell and Michael, they got engaged during lockdown, which was heroic and miraculous, not because they're not incompatible, but just because he took so long to do it. So I was going to dedicate your song to them. So I'll either do your song or Rocket Man, so you can decide.
Oh, okay. Well, I love them all. And when you say has anyone requested it, my phone hasn't stopped with requests, and we'd be here till tomorrow morning doing all the requests. So you do whatever you want to do, darling. I mean, if it was down to me, I would say, well, on my set list, which we arranged earlier on, both of those songs are on it. So
they are. They are. So I'll do your song, and then I just want to dedicate this to Nell and Michael because they're heroic. All right, and they've done really well. And Nell is the most incredible ally I think I've ever met. Nell should be the next prime minister. I mean, anything could be better after this.
Oh, don't moron.
But Nell is the prime minister to be. She'll be prime minister one day. She's incredible. And she'll have Michael at her side. So I'll do your song for Nell and Michael.
All right, this is Chris with your song.
It's a little bit funny, this feeling inside. I'm not one of those who can easily hide. I don't have much money, but boy, if I did, I'd buy a big house where we both could live. If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling show. No, it's not much, but it's the best I can do. The gift is my song, yeah, this one's for you. You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is when you're in the world. I sat on the roof and kicked up the moss with a few of the verses. Oh, they've got me quite cross, but this ain't quite kind. Well, I wrote this song. It's for people like you that keep it turned on. So excuse me for getting these things I do say. I forgot it's the green or the blue. Anyway, the thing is, what I really need, yours are the sweetest eyes I've ever seen. You can tell everybody this is your song. It may be quite simple, but now that it's done, I hope you don't mind. Hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is when you're in the world. I hope you don't mind. I hope you don't mind that I put down in words how wonderful life is when you're in the world.
Oh, I'm just lip syncing along. Fabulous, fabulous. Right,
Thank you.
More and more comments and questions. Simon Bradbury says, love this song. We should do a duet with that song. We absolutely should. One day we should arrange that. Thomas says, loves that song. And one question that everybody is asking me is, have you ever met Elton John?
Yes, and both times were disastrous. I either wept or I sniffed him. So I'm saving them for the memoirs, but they were, yeah, they were not cute times for me. It was quite a lot of therapy needed after it. No, I'm only joking. But both times were, yeah, we know. He's obviously very compassionate and gracious and kind and all those type of things. And I just touched his shoe and sniffed him. So, but
that's strange because you do that when you come around mine.
Well, yeah, but I'm just wondering if you've left eggs out or something like that, because there's always a whiff.
Oh, well, that's lovely. So you've met him twice.
Yeah. So yeah, twice. There you go. I hope that answers the question.
That did answer that question. What else have we got coming in, Mark? Oh, sorry, that's the dogs in the background. If you can hear that, they're play fighting. What is the best show of Elton's you've ever been to?
Probably. I don't think Elton would agree with this. But I think he did New Year's Eve gig a few years ago.
Oh yes.
He did the Red Piano at the O2.
Yeah.
So
I was meant to do that.
Yeah, so he did that, and actually, it was brilliant. It was a great way to go into the new year.
Well, I actually had. I was thinking about this the other day actually, because I had tickets to that show, and for some reason I didn't go. I think because I only had one ticket. It was just me. I had work the next day, and I just didn't bother going. I had Rocket tickets, and I messaged you, and you said, "Oh yeah, I'm in the second row, sat behind David Furnish or something like that." And I was like, "Damn, I should have gone." And they're very expensive tickets as well. But there we go.
Yeah, it was a great show. I mean, it was. I don't. The Red Piano show was sort of all great hits and greatest hits and all that type of stuff. So it probably was not Elton's favorite show to do. And New Year's Eve, everyone was sort of quite drunk and everything. But I was. It was. But it was an incredible show. Great way to see in the new year. I loved it.
Yeah, I wish I'd have gone now. I kicked myself for that. But there we are. Okay, darling. Well, you've done your song. So shall we do one that's a bit more lively now, my dear? What about I'm Still Standing?
Go on, then. We can do that. Hang on. But it's 5 to 8. It's only 5 to 8, so you haven't got that much longer left because will it be the home or the police coming around to check your tag?
Nobody's on a meter with us tonight, dear. We'd have to stick to an hour, and we were late.
All right, here we go. Sorry, I just know that my housemate's knocking around the other side of the door, so if he could just pop in the room, that'd be great. Just like us, there's a cold lonely night that shines from you. You wind up like the reggae you hide behind that rescue you. And did you think the smoke would ever win? Look at me, I'm coming back again. Got a taste of love and a single. If you need to know, I'm still standing. You just fade away. You know, I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. What's never could have hoped to win started on the road with me again. You touched me, and it kept me down. If the love was just a service, you'd be found by now. You know, I'm still standing better than I ever did. Looking like a true survivor, feeling like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. Don't you know I'm still standing better than I ever did? Whoa, looking like a true survivor. Yeah, I feel like a little kid. I'm still standing after all this time, picking up the pieces of my life without you on my mind. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm still standing, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yay! I love that song. I also like doing that in my show, that song. It's a fantastic song to sing. Gets everybody up, doesn't it? It's fantastic. What is everybody saying now? Simon Pestle says fab.
Oh, hi Simon, how are you?
Tom says great evening. So everybody's having a lovely time this evening. Ben Hyde Hart says do Little Mix. It's Elton John night, dear, not Little Mix night.
Ben actually, that's a typo. Ben actually meant do pick and mix. That's his favourite thing.
Well, there you go. I take it that's one of yours. Is he one of your friends? Contacts?
Is he? Where contacts? Yeah, contacts. Yeah. He used to provide. He used to provide us with tonic water for gin.
Oh well, there you go. Somebody useful to know. I could do with some tonic water, Ben, if you're ever passing Master Moritane.
Sadly, I think he may have been fired or made redundant or something happened. But anyway.
Oh well, that's
not rub it. Let's not rub it in.
Let's move swiftly on, shall we? Now, another question that's come in is: does Elton John know that you do this or you don't do it for a living, but you do it as a job?
Yeah, kind of. And in fact, if any of you have seen the Farewell Yellow Brick Road tour during the video for Crocodile Rock, you can actually see me in the background on the screen, on the visual screen there. So yeah, I mean, I don't think it's sort of. I wouldn't say I'm going to be like ringing him up and be like, "Oh, you're out, and can I come around, borrow some milk and £5?" But yeah, I think he knows what I do. I mean, I do quite a few gigs a year, and the money goes to the Elton John AIDS Foundation, so you kind of get links through that way.
Okay, that's great. Well, I can't believe we are 55 minutes in now. Like I said, we're not restricted to an hour. There's no restrictions on this platform, dear. So let's get through some more songs, shall we?
All right. Okay. Yeah. Fine.
Here. So how about why don't you do? Do you want to do Candle in the Wind or Don't Let the Sun Go Down?
I don't know. What do you want?
Well, someone has asked for Candle in the Wind. Mike has asked for Candle in the Wind.
Mike who?
Mike, who works for me.
Oh, right. Okay. Well, we can do that. Yeah. Should we do that?
Mike,
And then
Mike,
should we do? Let's do that. Shall I? Oh, Mike. Oh, hi. Hey, Mike. How's you?
How are you, Mike? Yeah.
Yeah. Fine. All right. Let's do that. And then shall I go straight into Rocket Man, and then we'll just get those two out of the way?
Yeah. Why not? Why not?
All right. Fine. Okay. Actually, are you watching The Crown?
Oh my God, am I watching The Crown? I love The Crown.
Have you seen that episode of where she dances to Elton?
We've seen the whole thing, yeah.
Oh, great. So, she does Song for Guy. I was trying to convince my housemate if he'd do the dance that Diana did in the living room. Just give me 2 minutes. Can you just keep me out of the room for 2 minutes? Is that all right? And can you just fill for 2 minutes, just 2 seconds while I sort this out?
Keep you out of the room. I'll remove you from the stream there, darling. Right. James Stork. I mean, the only thing is I can't hear him if I kick him out. So there you are. Technical issues, as always, with these things. But we've not done badly, have we? 57 minutes without any technical issues, everybody. How are we all? How is it all coming across on Facebook Live and on YouTube? Hopefully, we are still live streaming with you all on both of those platforms. James Stork, DCI James Stork says, "Evening gorgeous." Very bad Scottish impression, but there we are. Says James, he's watching. Who else is watching from the Elephant Barn at Woburn? We know you don't like The Crown, Tom, you weirdo. Can we dedicate this to Camilla? Says Michael Lindsay. I think you can, yeah. So Des says he's off to practice his scales. Yes. Des, what do you think, dear? That's what, when I came back to yours that time in Stroud, and you said, oh, I play the piano and I can do Elton John and all the rest of it. Chris, when you're ready, put thumbs up, because I can only see you, not hear you. So when you're ready, put thumbs up, because you're in the backstage area, darling. So give me a thumbs up if you're all good to go. And then I know, because otherwise I don't know. So a thumbs up, Chris, when you're ready to go, and then I can put you back into the live stream. So Jamie Gray is watching. Hello, Jamie. Who are such a talent. Yes, absolutely, my darling. Lauren Simpson says, this is brilliant. Reminds me of the VE Day street party we had. Love Lauren and Balin from across the road. So that's Chris's neighbours watching him there, which is absolutely lovely. Now, I've forgotten to say hello to Tony and Linda, if you're both watching on YouTube. Gordon and Margaret. Laura, I've said hello to you. That's all the in-laws done and out the way. So, Chris, if you're good to go, give me a thumbs up, dear, and then I can add you back. Oh, he's putting a thumbs up now. So we'll add him back to the stream. Are you all good now, darling?
Yeah, sorry about that. It's technology.
We've done quite well. 59 without technical problems.
Yeah, you can hear this, yes?
Loud and clear.
I can't light no more of your darkness. All my pictures seem to fade to black and white. I'm growing tired. Time stands still before me. Frozen here on the ladder of my life. it's too late to save myself from falling. I took a chance, changed your way of life. But you misread the meaning when I met you. Closed the door and left me blinded by the light. Don't let the sun go down on me. Although I search myself, it's always someone else I see. Just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. But losing everything is like the sun going down on me. I can't find all the right romantic lines to see me once and see the way I feel. Don't discard me just because you think I mean you harm. But these cuts I had, they need love to help them heal. Don't let the sun go down on me. Although I search myself, it's always someone else I see. Just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. But losing everything is like the sun going down on me. Don't let the sun go down on me. Although I search myself, it's always someone else I see. Just allow a fragment of your life to wander free. By losing everything, it's like the sun going down on me.
Yay!
All right. She's gone. She's gone. She packed my bags last night, pre-flight, 0 hour, 9 a.m. And I'm gonna be high as a kite by then. I miss the earth so much, I miss my wife. It's lonely out in space, on such a timeless flight. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man I think I am at home. Oh, I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time till touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man I think I am at home. Oh, I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. Mars ain't the kind of place to raise a kid. In fact, it's cold as hell, and there's no one there to raise them if you did. And all the science I don't understand. It's just my job 5 days a week. Rocket man, oh, rocket man. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. The touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh, I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. The touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh, I'm a rocket man, burning out his fuse up here alone. And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. I think it's gonna be a long, long time. Oh. rocking man. I think it's gonna be a long, long time.
Yay! Well, Chris, that was absolutely fantastic.
Thank
I've
you.
got loads of messages coming in, loads of comments. People are loving it. But listen, we have been on for an hour and 14 minutes. So
Yes, we
I
have.
reckon, have you enjoyed yourself tonight, Chris?
Yeah, it's been brilliant. I'm absolutely busting for a wee, but I've had a great time.
So am I, dear, but at least you've only got to undo your zip. I've got a lot more to do than that, darling. Do you know what I mean? So on that note, it's time for another gin. I reckon we do one more song, Chris, and then we say goodnight to everybody. But thank you so much, Chris, for tonight. This has been fantastic. I've loved it.
Thank you for having me.
And hopefully everybody else has loved it as well. It's been great for everybody to see you, my gorgeous friend, doing what you do best, which is what I absolutely love, as you know. So what do you want to end with, darling?
Why don't we do Saturday Night's Right for Fighting? And
that sounds fantastic. Yep,
yeah.
Let's do
Right.
Saturday Night's All Right.
Thank you very much. I'll see you soon. Well, I won't see you in person.
Chris McGowan, everybody.
Take care. Ciao, ciao.
Bye-bye. Here we go. Everybody, get up and dance.
It's getting late, haven't seen my mates. Time when them boys get here. 7 o'clock, kinda wanna rock, wanna get up and full of it. My old man's drunker than a barrel full of monkeys. Oh, lady, she don't care. Sister left the juke in a bracelet face, a handful of grease in her hair. Oh, I got it on your aggravation. I look at the discipline. Saturday night is alright for fighting. Get a little action in. Get a final style as a diesel train. Gonna set this down tonight. Saturday night's the night I like. Saturday night's alright, alright, alright. Oh, oh, oh. We packed pretty tight in here tonight, and I am looking for somebody to see me right. I can use a little muscle chicken while I can eat. I'm a single, let her take a shot. He's a man, full of the sound, battle, and little light. All the sounds of the spirit, a motorbike. I can choose another part of the working class. His best friend floats on the bottom of the glass. Oh! I got the smell of your aggravation, and I bet the discipline. Saturday nights, alright for fighting. Get a little action. Get a bottle started as a diesel train. Gonna set this dance alight. Saturday nights, the night I like. Saturday nights, alright, alright, alright. Oh, oh.
Rob.
Give us no aggravation, how to get the discipline. You know, Saturday nights, or I can finally get a little action. Get a bottle of oil on the diesel train, gonna set the dance alight. Saturday night's the night I like. Saturday night's alright, alright, alright. Oh, oh, ooh, yeah, ooh, yeah. Saturday, 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 Saturday night's alright. Saturday, 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 Saturday night's alright. Saturday, 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 Saturday. Saturday, 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 Saturday. Saturday, 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 Saturday.
Yay!
Thank you very much. Good night.
Absolutely fantastic, Chris.
Thanks,
you
darling.
so much, darling. Mwah.
All right. Take care. Ciao.
Bye-bye.
Ciao, ciao, ciao.
Well, there you go. We have been an hour and 20 minutes. Oh, wrong way, wrong way, wrong way. Oh, that's the problem when you get dancing and getting carried away. Do you know what I mean? And I've moved my chair everywhere. Well, I hope that you have all enjoyed this evening. Thank you so much for joining my fabulous guest, Chris McGowan. Now you can all see how absolutely amazing he is. So thank you very much for joining us tonight. Hopefully this has gone to plan and streamed perfectly well on all the platforms you've wanted it to. And you know what? When we're out of lockdown, I think Regina should do a bit of a gig herself when I'm able to get my PA system. What do you think, girls and boys? I think so. But anyway, thank you for joining in tonight. Fantastic Elton John night. Regina Dwight here. You know where you can find me. Instagram at Regina Dwight Drag, and on my Facebook Live, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, which of course you probably already have done because that's why you're seeing me here. Anyway, lots of love, darlings. Mwah. Thank you for joining. Bye-bye.